What day of the week is it? Oh gosh, it's Saturday. On a Saturn day. Sorry, I'm trying to set my phone up. Hold on. Motion sickness. What's up, everyone? We have a couple new people. Everyone, hello. Hi, how are you? I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger of God, first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated, the high priestess Phoenix. Today is Saturday. I didn't know what day of the week it was. I just knew that because we did so many Friday readings. Like, Jesus. So, I feel like I'm starting fresh, but I always typically say in order to keep up with me, you would have to see last night's videos, my live videos, my shorts, and whatever I posted in my community page. To be honest, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? I don't know. I had a really fun packed day, and then I took a nice freaking shower and went outside, and I came in, and it's all frosty. I'm like, dang, it feels great in here. I haven't really been part of collective energy ever since I started working with Metatron, and that's because he activated my Merkaba, and I'm just in a whole different energetic field. Just all in a whole la land. La La Land, for sure, La La Land. Ooh, a card fell out. So I'm going to check the cards and see what's going on in the collective energy, give you guys some something, whatever God God's for you. It was really funny. It's like God has messages for you. And then I thought about my book and all this stuff I have to present, and I was like, yeah, but where is the message for today? I do know that we're going to get... Did we read it last night? Oh, yeah, because of Lewis. There was something else we were going to get into today. I got a download about it downstairs. Maybe it'll come up in this card. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, this is the download. 5 of Cups is where our current energy is. We'll check on that in just a minute. The download was, we'd done a lot of talking about, every time I pull out the teacher card, the Hierophant card, the Elder card, we talk about these fake spiritualists, bro. These people that practice just to, you know, be called charlatans, just to use it as some kind of know-how, knowledge, power, whatever. And, it took me you know, in essence, all you have is a bunch of broken pieces, and you put the pieces together to come up to formulate an opinion. You guys don't do that. You have an opinion straight off the gate. You have already, you know what I mean? You have a set programming of what you're dealing with. You have preconceived notions of what people are and what the situation is about and all that. I go out and I have an experience, and I just fully experience it. And then I take in this experience, and then I come to an opinion and a conclusion and all of this stuff. So with that being said, I had listened to Diana talk about, you know, all of her knowledge about the birth chart. I was fully aware how dangerous it was to let her look at my birth chart, or anyone for that matter. Your birth chart, your natal chart is very important. And it wasn't really that. I don't fear anybody that they have that. But when I stood back on the outside and I started looking at, what do you do with this power? Because knowledge is power, right? And I just kind of looked at it. It's like, if she knows how to read a birth chart, then she should know what she is made of and what she's here to do, instead of running around telling everyone else what they're made of and what they're here to do. So I just kind of stood back on that. I was like, maybe not. In essence, I know what I'm here to do. I know where I've been. I know all my other lives. I know where this goes. I know the ending of this. I didn't need a natal birth chart to do that. But in essence, you know what I mean? That's that knowing. And that higher knowing, it's like, well, if she knows so much, then what is she doing with this knowing? All of us are here for different reasons, don't get me wrong. Now, what was really the deal breaker, and it always is, and you must understand, this is how I look at it. If I'm unsure, I'm always calculating. I'm trying to figure this out, because humans are not true to themselves. They're all putting on shows to be accepted, and, you know, they're all playing a play all day. They're just playing around. They're not being authentic in any kind of form, usually. And so I have to watch all of this. And when it came down to it, what really stood out to me was the company she kept. And that's what I told Morgan today. I was like, no. I was like, even if I'm unsure of you, if I'm ever unsure of you, I can always look to your friends to calculate this and make this all make sense. And that's where I realized, no. When I met Tree, he knew a lot of words. He used a lot of verbiage words about spirituality, and I believed him. I called him like a spiritual teacher for me, because he was teaching me things about spirituality I didn't know. When I met Chris knew way more. He knew the verbiage. He knew way more about it. He was a practicing witch. He came from Salem and all of that. They unleashed some fucking shit up there. He knew all about the crystals. He knew all of that shit. He knew everything. But he challenged my authority when I said that I was Lilith. And that, you know what I mean, who I was in the divine. It's like, well, you study the divine until a divine being comes into your life and tells you who they are. And that goes back to Wolfman. Wolfman had been praying to the Dark Goddess and asking for the Dark Goddess, and then he got her. And he refused to see her. I'm not sure if you thought I was going to be a figment of your imagination, if I was just going to come and see you at night and shit, but I really took form, and you denied the form that I am in. Idiot. Anyways, going back to all of this, I looked to her and I looked to the people and I was like, I look away. And that's what I realized, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not that they don't, and that's people, that's basic Christians. You have the knowledge. But what do you do with this? What do you do with this power? And that goes back to anybody that's done counseling, anybody that, you know what I mean? Like, you go and you get these helping tools. People spend a lot of time and energy trying to better your life by sitting down and having conversations with you and giving them their life's work to help you, you know, have a better, more fulfilling life based on what they've experienced or studied. And then they pour it into people, and then people do nothing with it. It's like we planted these seeds in hope that, you know, you would grow from them, from our experiences and our wisdom and this and that. And it's just like that, you know, no poor judgment to her, but if you had all that knowledge, then you know what you're supposed to be doing, and you shouldn't be walking around like, I don't know. She's not listening to God. She's not a priestess. She's not waiting on God all day. And that's the difference. Do you know what I mean? And that's, you know, there's these practitioners that practice craft. They practice spirituality. They practice Christianity. They practice religion. But they're not, you know what I mean, actually, it's not a lifestyle for them. It's just something they practice on their time off. Really? Yeah. You can look back at every fucking full moon, bro. Every full moon since I started this, which is at least a year. I've shown you what I've done for every fucking full moon for a year across across all the places I've been. You know that I'm going to do this every fucking month. You can watch the moon cycle in every fucking you can watch a whole year of me working with the spirit. That's why these cards, they're just confirmation to what I'm already been through, because I'm in this level. You will get to this level, and then it'll give you guidance on how to, you know, get through this energy. But in essence, it's like, we always tell you what the energy is, what it's pushing people to do. It's up to your free will if you're being pushed by the Holy Spirit. Do you hear that calling on your heart? Do you feel this in, you know, are you accepting these circumstances? Are you accepting this message in your life? Most people are like, no, this is for my cousin. Dude, me and, myself and Morgan sat down today and we listened to Lumen Moon. Maybe it wasn't. Was it Steve's? Steve's Love Tarot. And both of us, individually, in our own lanes, completely identified with his story. Why is that? Because we're both on a certain energetic field where both of us are learning the same hard lessons. And that's what brings us together. We're on this energetic field, right? So that's where they say it may not resonate with everyone, meaning you're not on that field. You're not learning this lesson. This isn't applying to you. This isn't part of your vibe. And that's where you got to go find the right one that, you know, speaks your vibe, whatever that might be. Right now I'm seeing magnetize yourself. I'm supposed to be disgusted with her, but after this many years of acceptance, I accept that this is one of my biggest doppelgangers ever. She changed her channel from being twin flames and love readings to try to be some kind of spiritual healer, and she herself is trying to release music. God thinks it's cute. I think you're disgusting. He wanted women to be like me, but with all of my great qualities and not my bad qualities, and that's why he accepts you the way that you are. I think you're disgusting. That's not what I influenced you to do. I influenced you to do the work so that you could elevate the work that you do. Not to fucking just sit there and broadcast the work that I do and try to claim that you have anything to it. Russ, fucking Will Smith, and the rest of you. Whatever. I just wanted to share this with you. Is there are fake spiritualists everywhere, bro, and they talk a good talk. And I'm not telling you that she can't come in here and tell me everything about my shit. But you don't take advice from people that don't walk that shit. How are you going to tell me? I mean, she can tell me everything she's ever read about, about natal charts. But if she's not applying it to her life, then how is she really teaching me anything? I can learn that on my own without you knowing my destiny. And I don't need to tell you because I done told you. You don't need a natal chart to know it. It's been written in the books. Where are you in these stories? Losers. Sorry. And that's where it is. It's like, who are you in this? So going back to that. 5 of Cups. It's probably, we're learning it in the quantum. Why? Because I am stuck with Metatron. I am in a big bubble called the Merkaba, where I'm just in this energetic field of love, and it's just me and him and the Ascending Masters, Jesus Christ, holy hell, all this shit, blah, 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 and I can't see anything that you guys are going through. Nothing. I don't feel nothing, inside or out. My body's good, everybody's good. I look outside and everything looks good. Really? I'm serious. Alright, we went to Quantum Tarot in, is it Spanish? Maybe it's French. Let's get out of there. 6 of Pentacles? No, 5 of Cups. 3 of Swords? No, 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Particle decay. Is that what I was describing in my life? It's decaying. It's supposed to. It's the moon cycle. As soon as that motherfucker is full, then you start shedding people, places, and things. And that was it. What brought us together? Healing, bro. We had some tragic stories. Just because we have tragic stories doesn't mean we're going to be tragic friends. You hang out with tragic-ass people, and you're doing some tragic shit throughout the day. And I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to be part of that shit. I don't hang out with that shit. Are you serious? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It's that simple. If I see you hanging out with the wrong crew, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. You shouldn't judge people. I'm not. It's not about judgment. God's going to judge you for what you're fucking doing. I have a higher knowing that I'm not allowed to play with you. Period. Take it as insulting as you want. God says, I can't play with you. Really? Yeah, basically. I mean, I can break that down in all of its little syllables as to why I'm not supposed to be around, fellowshipping with such people. I'll pray for you. But no, I'm not allowed to be hanging out with certain peoples, bro. Really? Yeah. I'm a priestess, bro. I'm a priestess, bro. If I'm not out there trying to convert you and get you back to God, then I have no business in the trap house. If I'm not in the trap house saving people's lives, then I'm not in the trap house. What? Go. Don't mess with her during my video. So I just got to be honest with you. It's not just you. It's the company you keep. It is an enormous defining factor. Because these people are keeping you. Or you're keeping these people. I don't fuck with you. And that sucks, you know what I mean? You gonna learn. Anyways, particles do not actually decay in the sense of physically falling apart. Instead, they are changed into other higher particles or lighter particles through the effects of weak force. This process is irrevocable. The particles can never return to their original form. That's me, bro. I can't go back to shit like that, bro. I can't sit in the presence of low vibrational shit. I can't. I can't even get near it, dude. I can sense it from like 2 planets away. I'm like, don't even go over there. Don't even make eye contact. Don't even ask what they're up to. Don't even. And that's where it is like, what is she doing hanging out with them? Who was she hanging out with? The one that runs every single time I burn sage. Is this a coincidence? I think not. And then furthermore, you know, God kindly, I spent over a week and a half talking about, you know, trying to empower people to say no to alcohol. You know, with triumphs of, you know, Justin Bieber taking a weekend off. Even if it was a weekend, bro, that's just self-determination. You know, you don't have to fucking, I'm just, whatever. I made a big old fucking, you know, over 7 days talking about this. And then, you know, Tasha's a heavy drinker. I still like you, but based on the conversation, based on the lessons, based on my teachings, based on my standpoint with God, he said, I can't hang out with you. Really? Yeah, I'm sorry. You're not the same person when you're drinking. And you know what I mean? I can't shift with people like that. Really? Yeah, bro. When I learn a lesson, bro. It's a hard-ass lesson, and it's a heartbreaking lesson. And it always involves, especially on a weekend, from walking away from people, places, and things. Morgan's the same way. She can't stand to be around drunks. She cannot do it. She can't be around people when they're drinking. We can be respectful, but we don't want to be around that shit, bro. It's not like we don't have many days of being drunk. We just don't want to be around the shit. And so, you know, that's where it is. You just change. You're like, oh, you're so high and mighty. No, the high and mighty told me to fucking stop acting like this. He didn't say nothing to you. He's not judging you. I'm judged. I've been judged, and I must change my ways. You go on. Until he comes to get you, have fun, bro. Do one for me. In essence, fuck. Live your life, I suppose. I've lived that life. Anyways, the particles can never return to their original form. In the Suit of Cups, that's your feelings, the combative energy of the 5 is experienced as a distressing sense of loss. In any conflict, there tends to be a winner and a loser, and the 5 of Cups focuses on loss. Well, at least I did my job. I was waiting for it. What am I supposed to get rid of? I'm always waiting to cut some shit off, bro. Cut the fat. This card is about recognizing and acknowledging the finality of loss. It also gently reminds us what we may yet gain. And I guess that has to do with, you know, these videos. Hardcore twin flame videos. I don't know. I just grew. It's like what I do. I mean, I forgave you for everything. It's nothing. I just grew. I grew out. I grew up. I don't know what to say. I grew. I didn't stop loving any of you. I just grew to want more, a different type of love. Sorry. I mean, sorry. Sorry to hurt your feelings. Moving on. What's our spiritual work in hand? Ooh, the 6 of Cups. We didn't get too far. Hey, you know what? No. That could be my shuffling problem. Let's take another one. Why? Because I put them in order, and maybe I haven't shuffled them out of order. The 3 of Pentacles. That looks cool, dude. It's all like a satellite. What do you get out of that? Houston? Hey, dude. There's like 5 or 6 states that got flooded. Like the Nile River. Holy moly. What were they? I saw them. It was like Texas, New Mexico, shit, North Carolina. I don't remember. They put Chicago on there. Chicago got hit. Oh, man. Swimming pools is what I heard. All right, 3 of Cups. Nope, we're going to 3 of Cups. Star Cluster. Nope, it's 3 of Pentacles. Like, wait, that's not the right one. We're in Swords. Cups. Where are they? Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Atomic structure. An atomic an atom is grouping of different subatomic particles and nucleus of protons and neutrons. Here we go again. They talked about that in our book, and I still didn't remember shit. I was like, do you guys remember what they said about neutrons? Neutrions is what they said. I don't know. Which are themselves made up of quarks. All right. I feel like I'm not learning anything. Give me a second again. Let me reread this. I'm supposed to be reading this. I'm never going to get out of this if I don't learn this class. Seriously? Yeah, bro. I've been doing this for too long. I already know how this works. Alright, an atom is a grouping of different subatomic particles. A nucleus of protons and neutrons. A nucleus of protons and neutrons. Is somebody going to test you? No. I mean, you have to have the knowing to move on. Which themselves are made up of quarks. Okay, so protons are made up of quarks. I need to write this down. Orbited by one or more electrons. I just feel like he wants to know this shit, and I'm not knowing it. I'm just reading it. Alright, say it again. My memory is so awful, and then when I don't care, I really don't care. Alright, an atom is a group of different subatomic particles. A nucleus of protons and neutrons, which are themselves made up of quarks, orbited by one or more electrons. Jesus. See what I mean? There's too many moving parts in this. Obviously. The simple, elegant structure of the atom can teach us much about building a solid and suitable foundation for our creative endeavors. It's the foundation card, I saw it. Okay, the Three of Pentacles takes an exciting vision of the Three of Wands and makes it into a concrete plan of action. Oh, that's pretty cool. Actually, how did this happen? Because I'm a master manifester, but it was not my idea. I don't really generate my own ideas. No, they come from, that's what it means. You get them from the 5D and above and bring them to the real world. What happened? I don't know. Last night, I was laying in bed, and I applied for a housekeeping job at a assisted living. And I was like, dude, I did something weird last night. I told Morgan. She's like, yeah, what'd you do? I was like, I applied for a housekeeping job in an assisted living. She's like, dude, Vern works there. He's like a manager of like 5 of them. He runs like 5 of those. I could get you a job doing that like right now. Like, you could start this week. I was like, seriously? He's like, yeah. They have locations in Thornton, Lakewood, Inglewood, Aurora. Where do you want to work? So hold on, bro. I said I wanted a keeping job, and then the whole assisted living came out of nowhere. Where'd that come from? Nowhere? Nowhere? That's what I said, nowhere? So that's what happened. I put out an idea, and then I get an immediate response. I'm like, well, and that's what I told her. Hold on, bro, I gotta fix my car. And then, yeah. And then later on, I was like, Vern can really get me a job? He's like, for sure he can get you a job. He does it, dude, for sure. You can even work nights and shit. He'd be sleeping. They have positions where you can sleep there, too. And that makes sense, because they have them here, too. For the staff, they have separate rooms. Even fucking airplanes have that, dude. I felt like they should have had that at the hotel. I was dying on those night shifts, bro. Why couldn't I just check into a room and take a nap? Yeah, nurses, all kinds of stuff. Anyways, going back to it. I may have manifested a job that I might not be qualified to do, as those cards always say. And that's what I wanted to do. I just want to do, what I do. And not, overstress myself. So that came out of nowhere. Talking about foundation, that's what I mean. It's because that's what we sat the night before. I'm accepting a man into my life. Some kind of, a job, of course, and then the workings of my documentary. And I'm spending time thinking about that today. The story just comes out as soon as you start it. Like, I feel like I should start with the Star Wars theme. I wonder if I could get fucking license to start. This is so much, Sean. I hate you. I would have never thought that. Start my whole documentary with the Star Wars theme and all that writing. That's perfect, because I'm the writer. I like this. You're so smart. Where'd that come from? Nowhere. I told you. The fucking void of nothing that I sit in. All these great ideas. Come here, let me tell you something. It'd be great. Really? Yeah, bro. I'm overflowing with creativity. It's where it all comes from. You want to know the truth? I'll show you. I tell you, fuckers. It's in my Palladium Light book, but not many humans have accessed it. Why? Because they're still holding on to their mind. I lost mine a long time ago. Really? You have to. I told you, my mind isn't. It stores memories, trauma, feelings, stupid shit I don't need. And then there's like these moments where like, hey, Milia, more than me, she just, everything, it just made me laugh. She grabbed, today when we went to leave, she was like, hold on, she grabbed some snacks for the kid, and she grabbed a can of whipped cream. And I was just laughing, because I just totally buy whipped cream so you guys can just shove it in your mouth like that. We were outside trying to, there was the little chubby kid out there, his name is Frankie. I love that dude. Can I pinch his cheeks? He's got these big old hound dog ass cheeks, bro. She's like, yeah, Frankie's birthday's on Tuesday. He's gonna be terrible too on Tuesday. I was like, I like Frankie. Anyways, we were trying to shove fucking whipped cream in his mouth. He wasn't going for it. What? You guys walk around with, yeah. We try to keep the kids happy. We're not trying to please nobody. Nobody. As long as the kids are happy, we're happy, bro. Alright, so let's go to the 10th degree. The 10th dimension. Hold on. It's in the back. Really? Yeah, it's the Chambers of Light. Get me out of here. Where am I? I don't know. Look, check it out. There's a bunch of them. The Chambers of Light thing. Love configuration. That's probably me. How to love. Lil Wayne and shit. My love is all fucked off. I don't know. I'm in all of this. Or wait, there could be unification. Angelic and archangelic. Divine feminine. Yin yang. Yin yang twins. I don't know. I'm in one of these. I'm in all of them. I'm just in the chamber of secrets. But it's no secret. With the Christ. Hey, did you see that, dude? That shit made me cry so hard. That shit made me cry so hard. I shared it on my Instagram. This little girl had a skateboarding accident and she saw Jesus. She was like, Jesus, you're so beautiful. When are you coming back? We need you. I need you. And then she saw her dead dad. It's like, did you see me skateboarding? It was the most, oh man, I cried so hard. Yeah, some of us, you can access them. Alright, dimensions. You guys are in the... Alright, so they don't have much on it, but they have a bunch on the 9th, the 10th. All I've been told of this dimension is that all members of the original Oversoul families experience themselves as merged completely into one consciousness, and they are no longer aware of their individualization at all. And that's, you can hear them all with me in here. Like, there's a bunch of... That's what fucking Scary Larry said. Scary Larry. I was like, I'm Lilith reincarnated. He said, you have the Lilith inside of you? I said, no, I am Lilith. There's nobody inside of me but me. He was a weirdo. Scary Larry. Anyways, listen. Are no longer aware of their individualization at all. Beyond this point, I have shown and told nothing except of the 13th dimension is the place of completion and oneness in which the self is absorbed into all that is and knows nothing of separation. And that's where it is. Get off me, God. It's like they're all here, and it's like you're gonna plug yourself into the universe over here. What happens when we kiss? What about all that tongue action that you guys be doing? I'm curious. I'm sure you do it because of the effects, it has on your body, right? You're like, oh, this makes my body feel good. I don't know, man. That's a lot of stimulation. Did you brush your teeth? When do you kiss? I have a lot of questions. Dude, people be all suck-facing and shit. Are they suck? Can you taste their saliva? I'm getting confused here. I'm kind of getting worried. This physical interaction is really stressing me out here. Alright, anyways, yeah, I'm in a dimension far beyond yours. Let's talk about the 9th, which is what got me here. The source of the Shekinah, the sacred pillar of fire, the pillar of light. It is the last dimension on which the light being has capacity to experience consciousness separate from the entire oversoul, from whence it came, and can also choose to experience that oversoul collective consciousness at will. That's where I came from. Where I was still connected with you guys, but then also connected with the I could go between the two. And then I took the fucking dive into this bullshit. And now I'm stuck in the collective, the oversoul, which is what? God and all that. I'm just with them again, with all their, what which probably was about a year ago when I got stuck here last time. Damn it, Ellie, I'm stuck in the light. And then who did I attract? Fucking Lewis. I'm all laying in bed talking about Lewis. This Christ-like motherfucker over here. The refined light. Everything looks like pure crystalline white light. I told you. Yet it's prismatic. I told you it was holographic. Emancipating colors in the 8th dimension. This is the dimension of Metatron. When I was given an experience with this realm once, the only thing I could still differentiate from myself was etherical crystals. I had a collective of quartz crystals on the table in the room, where my body was when the experience took place. I was suddenly aware that I could still perceive the crystals as separate from me, although the furniture and people in the room had blended into my consciousness completely. And that's being with one at everything. Really? Yeah, bro. It's like, I was told this is as far as the human consciousness can go dimensionally without the body being vaporized. Well, and then you just leave the body. As I said, my soul has vaporized past the body. Really? Yeah, I told you, fucking Metatron. So yeah, that's where that is. How did you get there? Just studying the mind, listening to my thoughts, working on my feelings, listening to my heart, all my gut feelings. Ta-da! Alright, what's, your spiritual work at hand? Alright, you're losing shit, letting shit go, you're building a new foundation, and the answer, oh yeah, we'll do this. It's all mixed up in there. Pick a card, any card. How about this card? Ooh, we didn't get too far. 7 cups. There's lots of options. You have options, confusions, and illusions, bro. Alright, let's talk about this. Steve's Love Tarot said some shit, and both of us took that to heart. Well, I don't know. I'm a totally different type of being than this. So she's like, he's like, you know, they're gonna come in with all this offer and shit, and it's gonna sound great, and it's gonna be like, you know, they think you're superficial, and that you'll really go for this offer. And he's like, you're supposed to pass on this one. You should pass on it. And if you don't, just keep in mind, you could get fucked. You could get fucked over on this one. You could get fucked over fucking with this person. Now, as soon as he said that, I stopped and I told her, I was like, you know, she's got her baby daddy stepping back in the picture. I don't have anyone in my picture yet, but they're definitely outside of the picture. And that's just because I'm not looking outside of me. And that's just it. I don't care what's going on outside. I'm trying to deal with all this shit inside. Anyways, with that being said, Mercury retrograde is this week. They will come back. And that's what I said. She's like, unless you know, she's like, you're right, I'm going to pass on this. I was like, I don't know. It's like, you just have to, you know, fill it out. I mean, you don't learn your lesson until you learn your lesson. I was like, you look at my situation. I know damn well. And that's what it is. As long as you're fully aware that this isn't going to end well, then you can, you know. And that's it. It's like, oh, every Mercury retrograde, here comes Bobby. And I end up going out there because I already know this ain't going to end well, but let's go fuck around and find out. Right? And that's where it is. Am I retrograding? Yeah, I need to figure this out. I'm going back to my old behaviors to understand the programming of them. I'll be back. I'll be back. Meaning what? I mean, it could happen. You just accept it. You just accept the fact that this energy is made to happen. It's made to push you back into your old behaviors so you can heal them yet again. Wherever you were weak in your resolve. Until you resolve the situation. She might not. She might not, but I saw her last night at midnight with makeup on, accepting brand new gifts for her baby. A bitch funny. And if we both fuck this up, then guess who had that inner nurture and the Holy Spirit will be there. You're like, well, it's not like I didn't know you weren't going to do that. You set me up, God. You set me up for failure. No. I just wanted to teach you a lesson. Did you have a fun time? All right, go wash your fucking ass. I'm just saying, it's confusions, illusions, and yeah, I can't save you from your bad behaviors that are about to happen. I'm trying to prepare you for it so you don't hate yourself and want to kill yourself after you've relapsed and you know you did something that you swore you wouldn't do no more. That's what happens. How often does that happen? Like 4 times a year, so quit acting like you don't do this. Mercury retrogrades a lot, bitches. Welcome to the jungle. Alright, we got fun and games. What is it? And that's what it is about that natal chart. You know, every time it happens, we come around mountain. And every time we do this, you end up looking really pathetic, and I feel very empowered. You're speechless, and I have a mouthful. Oh, no! And the crowd goes wild. They're laughing at you, not me. Alright, let's go on. The universe is proud of me. They want me to, you know, learn my lesson. The difference between me and you is I don't suffer from insanity. I enjoy every minute of it. It's a fun way to say it. In the essence, I learned my lessons. Alright, it's the red giant. It's the red giant. This is a giant red flag is what I heard. Alright, Metatron. You and your goofy jokes. Alright, the red giant looks like looks very colorful and impressive, but it's actually a dying star. That's what it's like. You're gonna mess around and find out there was nothing here. Nothing good was gonna come from this. This motherfucking relationship was dead from the beginning. You're having sex with a corpse. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Let that in your fucking thought process, bro. That'll change your fucking thoughts forever. Oh my god, dude. I gotta write it down, bro. Damn, bro. Damn, that's the hardest shit, bro. I mean, hard shit comes out of my mouth. Goes in, too. It goes in soft. Just kidding. Fuck, bro. I'm putting it, the sayings of Buddha, bro. The sayings of Buddha. Having sex with a corpse. I open to some page. What does it say? By your own efforts, waken yourself, watch yourself, and live joyfully. You are the master. Ooh, you're having sex with a corpse. Pretty much. What does that mean? It means that you're trying to love a dead relationship. You're making love to a dead relationship. You're having sex. Marshall, isn't that intense, bro? Wow, right? That's why these fucking songwriters love me. I'm not a songwriter, I'm a writer. So are you. If you stop working on songs and trying to make it rhyme, you could be very powerful in your writing. That's crazy. Damn, bro. That's crazy. That makes you go down. That makes you go conflicted. In the sense that they're dead, like there's nothing that can come from this. They're dead. Inside, outside. Damn, nigga. That is so dangerous. Oh, okay. That's not me in my tracks. I guess I'm not having sex with corpse. Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm not talking about the way you have sex. I mean, I'm talking about the relationship. It's dead, bro. Damn, that is killer. It's actually a decaying star. The dramatic clouds of red dust hide the collapsing core that has run out of fuel. And that's it. The flowers and shit. They come back with that jail talk, bro. Oh, I love you, baby, and I'm gonna get my life together, and I really fucked up, and we should be together, and that's why they're picking up all those, they want to make a commitment, and they want to have your babies, and all this shit, bro. It's that jail talk, bro. They just got released from jail. Don't worry, they'll be locked up in like fucking 3 more weeks, bro. It's just a fling, and they use you, and they go back to their old life, and you know what I mean, and you feel all used. No, I use the shit out of you. I use you for my fucking healing, bro, and my teachings. This shit's going fucking around the world. All around the... Just kidding. Alright, the star's size is an illusion. Yeah, he's not that big. And the illusion is that the heart of the Seven of Cups. This is a card of dreams, imagination, and fantasies. You're having sex with a corpse. This is the meanest thing I've ever said, like the most direct thing I've ever came out of my mouth. The first one was, he's not your past, or he's not your future, he's your past. When I tell that to women, bro, it hits them in the core. This one really hits. You're having sex with a corpse. They're not going to give you a future. Damn. creative minds can conjure many visions and possibilities, but we struggle to... Where'd that come from? Nowhere! Where I am. Nowhere, bro. You see? Everything comes out of there. What else is in there? I don't know. I just sit there. Nothing comes out until I talk. I'm just sitting in there, and then I open my mouth, and all this crazy shit comes out. Our creative minds can conjure many visions and possibilities. We struggle to distinguish between real inspiration and delusion born of longing or fear. Ooh, and that's it. Desperation, bro. Challenge of the Seven of Cups is distinguishing which of our visions is true and clear. And there it is you can't tell. They're telling you too much, talking too much. You know what I mean? They talk too much. That's really it. They're talking too much. They're showing you too much that, you know, they're trying to present themselves to you. And so they're, you know what I mean? And of course they want you to know all this stuff that you're interested in, that you like, and they want to get, you know, appeal to you. They're appealing to you. Careful. I don't know what's worse, the Seven of Cups or the Seven of Swords, because the Seven of Swords is Loki, all deceptive and shit, but it's the same thing. And that goes back to the Five of Cups, to the Five of Swords, to the Five of Pentacles. Sevens and fives are not really good in the tarot. Really? Look at them. Well, let me pull out this easy book that really says it. No, put that book. We're doing enough. Wow. Well, I guess I am preparing you for, you know, destruction. Why do we fall? Lewis, why do we fall? So that we can learn to rise. You'll take one step forward, only to take hundreds of steps backwards. Just repeat lessons that you didn't fully, because you didn't fully capture. You got what you needed out of it to move forward, but you didn't get the full healing that you need to fully move forward. So you keep getting drawn back to lessons. Most of you don't, because you're still living life, so you're pulling in new lessons. To be honest, I keep getting drawn back to my same lessons that I play out with my twin flames. You know what I mean? They're my karma. I don't have to... God's not going to send in some random soul to teach me a fucking lesson. No, we need to learn these lessons together since the beginning of time. That's why we're here, is to learn these lessons. So I keep going back to these motherfuckers and fucking lessons. If you go back to Lilith and fucking... And say that. Lilith and Adam. And say that. You're having sex with a corpse. To either of us. Tell that to Adam for sleeping with Lilith, or tell Lilith that for sleeping with Adam, and it's done. Meaning there's no life to be had with this. Why? I mean, look at it. Adam couldn't keep up with my life, and all Adam wanted was that life. Adam wanted the life that, you know, the whole happy wife life. Lilith did not. So are we going to still go back to the original fight of time? You're still going to try to make me your wife and make me submit, and you're going to be on top? What? We're going to keep replaying this. I won't. I mean, I am going to submit, but not under this context. I've learned how to submit, and that's where it is. But in essence, it's just like, well, how long was Lilith and Adam fucking around? I mean, that's all they ever did. Oh, you want him? You want him? I mean, it's not like I had something else to fuck with. Until there was. And then there was what? Lucifer. Well, I don't have to worry about him. He's still sucking on his mommy's titty. So we don't have to worry about ever really playing that one out, I don't think. Really? I don't know. It should have been the next in the timeline. We were supposed to be out hell on earth. What did you get that out of that story? The universe did. Alright, we're going to take a Kali card. Why? Because they're sitting out here, and I said we were going to do one yesterday. We're going in order. Number 23. What the fuck is that? Bagla Mukai. I don't know. She's looking great, though, in the sun. I feel like that. Ooh, she's holding the tongue. Tacos de lengua, huh? Alright, let me find the book. Oh, man. It doesn't take much. It don't take... What am I hearing? It ain't shit to cut a bitch off. I mean, you have to know when tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell you what, fuckers. God brings them in just to teach you a lesson, bro. You're not supposed to hold on, bro. What was it? She brought up my fucking, you know, my... Oh, I almost said it. Almost said it, God. Almost said it, God. Woo! She brought up my gay-ass fucking ex-husband in that story so I could face it. I almost said it. I almost said it. I said it earlier today, actually. I did. He knows I did. I was still talking about the same guy, too. I'm working on it. Alright, number 23. I went to 22. That's pretty close. Alright. Burning golden light of divine protection. She arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of our own making. She is divine intervention, the sacred activity. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to which creates true happiness and bliss for ourselves and other beings. As you seek refuge in her, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of tide of fortune is predicted. Well, yeah, I called it all in. I actually lit a more protection this morning because of the video we did last night was talking about, you know, up your protection. And then today I actually had to call Alistair and shut this bitch down. Really? We knew it was going to happen. I told Morgan. Morgan said she was going to let this chick use, you know, store some shit in her car. And I was like, that's a bad idea. She's like, you're right. So she, instead of telling the lady that she wasn't going to do it, she just bailed. And she didn't accept her calls. She thought she got away with it, but today we were at the laundromat and the fucking lady's right there. She's like, dude, there's the chick. I was like, don't worry, it'll be all right. We'll deal with it together, right? And the chick is just, she's getting dropped off by some dude, and she's got bags and bags of shit and her dog. And she wants to get in Morgan's face and get all crazy because Morgan didn't help her out. And she's like, bro, I'm sorry. I just couldn't do it. She's like, no, but you should have this and that. And she had these evil eyes, and she was getting in Morgan's face. And when I was in there, and I was like, you need to back up. It's over. It's over. You need to back up now, right? And I went back in, and there was two ladies standing next to me, and I called for Alistair. I said, Alistair, remove her now. And I blocked her. I locked her chakras down, and I pushed her out. And I told Morgan, I said, that bitch ain't gonna leave this fucking parking lot for acting like that with you. When we left, she was still fucking posted up and down the fucking, you know, down the street, or, you know, down in front of some other store with all her shit and her dog all fucked up in her head and shit. It's like, don't you fucking come at my friends like this, bro. You were gonna use and abuse her fucking kindness. And if she would have put her, you know what I mean? This is how you acted with her when she told you fucking no. You don't get to fucking take your fucking life out on her. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of her fucking face, bitch. Yeah, I fucked that bitch up. I didn't. I told, and that's where it is where you don't fight them. You call God. God, and that's it. Who do I call? I call Alistair. Alistair, get this fucking bitch. Remove her now. And I was like, matter of fact, let me lock down her chakras. Because that's what it is. Her own darkness inside of her is pouring out. She's projecting it onto people, getting evil with people. Because she's got a bad life. She's taking it out on others. The fuck you aren't, bitch. The fuck you aren't. I'm going to shut down that fucking energetic system that you have, that you keep projecting, and you're going to sit the fuck down with your feelings, and you're going to work through them. And that's exactly what I told her. That bitch ain't leaving this fucking parking lot. She was sat down, just sat right there. Sat her in front of, I don't even know what the store was. Just sat her in front of the store. And that's what I told her. I was like, you know she got dropped off here at the fucking laundromat. She's like, you're right. And you saw that. She was in the middle of a sentence yelling at you and just grabbed her shit and walked the fuck away. I was like, I've seen Alistair do that before. In the middle of their sentence, when they're about to say something, they shut their fucking mouth and walk away. That's their spirit. It just tells them, let's go, now, now. It's a paranoia, like the cops or something. You know that paranoia? When the cops get behind you? That fear? You're not even doing nothing, bro. It's just you look up and see them and you just jump and you start acting appropriate and you sit up and you look around and you're checking to make sure everyone's got their... Yeah, that's that act right, bro. You better act right. Or I'm going to call my spirit in. And that's it. I'm not even paying attention, but when I looked up and saw the fucking look she was giving her and giving her all that shit, it's like, it's done. You need to fucking go. You need to get out of her face with that shit. And they know me. They know I'm the witch shit. She didn't know. But yeah, I guarantee you she came to, hang out at the fucking laundromat. Bitch. Bitch. And that's really what it is. I felt it. When she said she was going to help that chick out, I was like, I'm just saying. And that's the same thing, too. I'm not talking to fucking Diana because I seen who she's fucking with. I'm not talking to you. And that's what I didn't notice. And that's why I was like, I wasn't paying attention. So when I came out to do my full moon ceremony, she was out there with her kids and those people that were all fucked up that came and bothered me during the full moon ceremony. I didn't put the two together. She's like, oh, I've been out here all day. I'm going to go put the kids up. And then she went up. But she never came back down. Right? And then at the same token, T tells me that she was in her car the whole night. She's like, I saw you. She saw me. She was drinking in her car. Like in the parking lot. Watched me and just couldn't come up. Her spirit wouldn't let her. And that's it. It's like your spirit ain't right. Your spirit ain't right. And it'll pull you away from me. You can't just... You're not about to fuck up my fucking, you know what I mean? You're not going to fuck up my peace. God does that. You don't. And he'll remove anyone, and that's it. It's like she wasn't in my space, but when I stepped there, she was out of our space. And that's what it is. Anybody with me, you're protected, dude. We're good. I am the goddess of hell. If I put my hand upon you, that means any darkness is going to bow because they're going to know that you know what I mean? You're covered by me, the dark goddess. Anything of the dark will recognize the dark goddess and not necessarily run away, but will not fuck with you. That's the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the motherfucking truth. So help me God. Alright, the 8th of the Mahavida wisdom goddess is the Baglamukahai. She's a beautiful avatar of Kali, known for her golden light. Why do they say avatar? Because Kali didn't have a full form. She was a spirit. She wasn't a body. She wasn't born. She was created. So there was avatars, right? There was creations of her. And that's why there's so many statues. She can come into the statue. She could come into it. That's why they would, you know what I mean? The gods could take form into the temples. That's why they made temples to the gods. So they could be spoken to and stuff like that. The shit that happens at Mother Cabrini's, for me, I talk to oh man, that's a doorway to some scary shit. Stare at that statue. Holy. Yeah. Known for her golden light, she is associated with Pita Mabara Devi, the goddess dressed in yellow. Her blessing is the bestowal of siddhis, or yogic, I guess, powers. In particular, hers is the power of Stamahara, the power of, oh, Jesus Christ, listen to this. The power to paralyze or immobilize. She was stuck. And that goes back to Medusa. You'll turn to stone and disappear. Run. And that's what I was telling Morgan about. I was like, I could still do it. People see me and just turn to stone and just walk the other way. She's known for pulling the tongues out of demons, which seem gruesome at odds with her beautiful appearance, but along with, that's exactly what happened, bro. We ripped that fucking bitch's tongue. She was in the middle of saying something, bro. She was about to say some more shit. Just stopped her in the middle of it. Shut that bitch down, and she walked through the parking lot and went and parked her ass over there for a lot. Has a deep spiritual significance. The tongue is the symbol of speech. Speech is sound expressed with intention. Sound is the creative power. Intention gives to direction. To pull out the tongue of a demon is to end the capacity to create trouble. And that's it. She was just creating trouble. It is the stamhara in the sense of assorting and stemming the flow of negativity. Bagalamakahai, whatever, halts negativity in its tracks, preventing it from doing any harm, nullifying its power to cause havoc. It is an act of protection. If you or another have said words you regret, you have heard some nasty gossip or jealousy or hatefulness stemmed from someone's lips, akin to a curse. And that's what we were talking about last night, breaking curses. Trust that your spiritual refuge in Baglamahai will nullify its effects. And that's what they said, to call in for more protection. And that's what I did. I just called them in. Right there I was folding and I did say something. I said the The Kali, the Morgan, Hecate, Medusa is what I called in when I did that. Why? I mean, Lilith wasn't all about all that. Not really. Ripping out the tongues acknowledges the power of negativity and the end to zero toleration or zero tolerance for it. There is no pretending the negativity doesn't exist. It means recognizing its source within and around us and cutting it off at the root, thereby removing the capacity to influence us. And this goes back to me and Marshall last week. They're asking us to watch our words, the negative words that come out of our mouths. Some may argue that this is spiritual bypassing, a term used for spiritual approach that avoids life challenges rather than facing them and mature. The term may be misapplied to mean that we need to engage with toxic energies for our spiritual growth. This is little like saying you need to keep beating your head against a brick wall to learn how to deal with the pain. There comes a point when you will realize you no longer need to continue. Understanding the nature of that behavior and the pain it causes is enough. That goes back to what they said. You're having sex with a corpse. There comes a point when you realize you no longer need to continue. Understanding the nature of the behavior and of the pain it causes is enough. And that's it. Can you do this without getting hurt? Yeah, but why do it? Why talk to him if I know how this is it's always going to end the same? And no matter how strong I am, I still get hurt. So why do it? Why have sex with a corpse? Ooh, that's so deadly. My spirits don't fuck around, bro. You're like really mean about it. It's not mean, it's direct. It's a direct order from God. Shut up, Gabriel. This is not, anytime it comes like that, it's Gabriel. Get the fuck out of my face, motherfucker. I ain't listening to you. There might be one time where I actually, you know what I mean? He's the one that comes to tell me something that I really need to know. But typically, no. Don't tell me shit, bitch. I don't want to hear shit from you, Gabriel. Why? Because I don't need Gabriel to talk to God. Let's see. Where was I at? Understanding the nature of the behavior. Yeah. Bagla Makuhai presence in a reading indicates that you are learning how to self-protect, how to have enough self-worth to realize you do not need to accept negative, undermining, and toxic energies in your life. And it's that simple. You realize you just distance yourself. You're like, oh, no. It's not judgment. It's understanding. I understand what you do with your time and energy, and I can't be part of this. For real. This morning, as much as you think, dude, I had planned, she's been offering since the day my car went down to take me to do laundry, and I just haven't been with it. This morning, I didn't either. I watched Morgan do it the other night, and I said I could do it too. We loaded up all my laundry into her. She has this amazing, fucking wagon. I'm not gonna lie, it looked pretty ghetto-fied, but you don't get here with pride. And I jumped on the bus, and then we did it, and I brought it home. I didn't, it was, you could say it was being overly independent, but it was just, I didn't feel it, bro. I was like, no, I'm not gonna, I don't need to, I just didn't feel it. And then we get back to it, after spending that time and shit, it's like, not everybody's for you. They enjoy your company, and they want to, chit-chat with you, and they want to, chop it up with you, but that doesn't mean they're for you. These are just people that enjoy company and like to chit-chat and chop it up with everybody. Doesn't mean they're for you. Pleasantries is fine. Be nice or be kind. And that's what God asked for. Your happiness and spiritual growth will increase you as you clear them out. And that's kind of where it is. It's like, I'm a giver, and she's hanging out with takers. So, in essence, I can't think she's, you know what I mean? Either way, even if she's more like me, she's still in her karma, and I can't get caught up in that shit. These people are no good, and you hanging out with them is going to end up no good, and I don't want to be part of this. Truthfully, yeah. You know it. Like, they're up to no good. This ain't going to end well. And that's all it is. You remove yourself. To do this, you need to cut something off entirely. Sometimes that is the only effective way. It takes spiritual strength to give yourself unconditional support so that you can thrive, especially, for example, if childhood conditioning was laden with duty to sacrifice your well-being to another's emotional suffering. That's what it is. She felt bad for her, bro. She felt bad for her. But nobody's going to feel bad for you if you get kicked out.
How'd you get kicked out?
I don't know. It's a long story. In essence, something about her child ended up moving with their dad, so she no longer was a parent, so she didn't qualify to be here. And, you know, and that was the case. But she's already a crazy chick that does all kinds of... I'm not going to tell all her business right here. She wasn't just a mother. No, no, and no, and no. Arresting negativity is not only about dealing with projections from others. It is often more challenging and intricate work to conquer the ways we are cruel to ourselves. We've been talking about that. That was the whole video about Lewis last night, and about this is you need to honor yourself first and foremost. Your feelings. Not put your feelings, you know what I mean, that yours don't matter. My kids' feelings matter, but trust and believe, I'll tell them straight to their face. You're being rude. I don't feel good. I have feelings too. What about me? I'm hungry. That was mine. You know what I mean? You have to establish your feelings, your wants, your needs as well. That's where it is. It's like, you know, you're important. There can't be more important than you. I will sacrifice, you know what I mean? There's certain needs of sacrifice, especially when it comes to your children. But you have to set boundaries with your children to understand that there's a limit to what I can and can't do. You have to respect it. You know what I mean? Something simplistic like, I'm having a period right now. No, I can't walk around stores and do all that stuff. And you know why. And that's it. Hey, I hear you cussing and getting a little too mad back there. Don't play something that pisses you off that bad. Play something that makes you happy, not pissed off. Why do you do something that makes you mad? Anyways. that people pleasing is not pleasing to God. He wants you to show them kindness. He wants you to show them generosity. But he wants you to show that kindness, generosity to yourself. What got me here is self-love. Respecting myself and honoring myself. Re-identifying myself, reprogramming myself has got me to the highest level of light. Self-love is not, you know what I mean, overblown pride, like, I love myself and I'm the best and don't you love me and this and that. No, loving yourself is accepting yourself at full value what God made you and honoring that he made you this way for a very great purpose and not trying to change what he made you, but accepting it little by little, every little piece, down to my flabby fucking thighs. Why, God? Why? And then he's like, well, everybody at your age kind of has flabby thighs. You want to go do something about it? No, I don't. Then shut up. Fine, God. Fine. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Accept it. Accept yourself fully and love yourself fully like God loves you. You can't do that when you're not accepting that you got a headache, you don't want to watch that movie, you don't want that dinner, I don't want to have sex, I don't want to stay here, I don't want to do any of this. But I'll do it, whatever you say. And they ask you, what do you want to eat? I don't care, whatever you want. Bitch, you don't care? You don't have a voice? You don't have an opinion? You don't have a say-so? That simple. Now sit down with yourself and ask yourself, what do I want to eat? When we go to the store, we all make independent decisions. Sometimes, when we're low on money, we have to compromise. All right, guys, today we all have to eat the same thing. We do not do that often. Only when money's tight do we have to eat the same thing. And even then, we usually don't agree. And that's okay, because we all have different needs and wants and desires. We eat at different times. They burn energy different than me. They don't have to wait. You know what I mean? If I waited to have breakfast, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, we don't go to sleep at the same time. We don't shower at the same time. We don't have to take a shit at the same time. We're all different. Our bodies, minds, and spirits work different in our little, you know, in our beings. And it's something simplistic like that. Like, you can't sit down and order an awkward meal in front of your family without them judging you. You can't have dessert for dinner. You can't have breakfast for dinner without people judging you. You can't make yourself happy. Like, man, this is the best. I can't believe you're eating that. Do you want a bite? Then shut up and eat your fucking potatoes. I mean, in essence. They don't want you to be happy, but all you want is for them to be happy. And realize, no matter how much you give them, they're not fucking happy. And it's not making you happy. It feels good to help people. It doesn't feel good to be used, where nothing you do is accepted or, you know what I mean, acknowledged or appreciated. That you're just a giving tree. Russ, fucking Superman over there. I want to see you in a cape and some funny little underwear. Funny. No, I don't. Gross. I just saw your hairy thighs. I guess all men have hairy thighs. You shouldn't wear underwear like that. Maybe some tights.
They're called briefs. They're made to actually compress.
Russell, I don't want to see you in a fucking Speedo. But my imagination put it in my head. And I don't think I'm imagining because I don't have anyone to imagination. Jesus Christ. I need to keep my mind focused on nothing but this. Alright, keep it on God. Alright, going back to this. To conquer the ways of that we are cruel to ourselves. Alright, this helps us accurately identify and therefore deal effectively with external and internal sources of sabotage or negativity. And that's where you're telling yourself no for no reason. Who told you no? Why do you keep telling yourself no? You're like, no, I can't do that. No, I shouldn't do that. No, I shouldn't do that. Your heart's like, please, please, please. I want to. I want to. I really want to. I really want to. Your mind's like, nope, 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 nope. Dude, your heart hates you. Harshness, and that's it. I hate my dad. I hate my mom. And that's why you walk around saying, I hate myself. It's your heart. Does it hate you? No. It's just the way your mind has been programmed to talk. Harshness towards ourselves or others is very different from a healthy and humorous recognition of our weaknesses, which helps us become less reactive and creative and creates more happiness. That was me yesterday when I picked a fight with the card and they're like, you need to heal your masculinity, and I just started laughing about it. I was like, I'm so guilty. Instead of trying to be defensive, like, no, but you don't understand, because that card was looking at me funny, and I had every right, and blah, blah. I'm like, geez, I'm so seen. I laugh at my healing. I laugh at it. Why? Because otherwise it's going to make me cry. Like, man, I got so much healing to do. Not really. I'm accepted fine as what I am. It's just I want to be better. I'm good. I am better today than I've ever been in any day of my life. I'm good. I just want to be better tomorrow. And every day. I want to get better at it every day. Why? Because that's the Kobe way. Thanks, Kobe. When our wants align. Whatever. I want this for you. I don't want to this. Alright. It's a way of life. I want it to then. And I want that for you too. Kobe's pouring out from me to you. It does not keep us humble. It keeps us spiritually incapacitated. We need a healthy sense of self-worth to be committed to growth and learning. And that's why I'm like, I am God's first child. I am allowed to be a child. I don't need to know everything. Nothing makes sense to me. I can make all the mistakes I want because I'm trying to figure this shit out. I don't care what you got figured out. That's why you're unhappy. I don't want to do it your way. Your way looks so unhappy. If it worked, then go ahead and do it your way. I'm finding my way. It's my way, or the highway. We need to believe we are worthy of our unique destiny. When this arises in a reading, a blessing of some sort needs to manifest. It may be a type of relationship you never had experienced before, or a new level of professional recognition or respect, or a realization of your innate beauty and value. Well, I'm calling in all of that. Why? Yeah, because that's cool. This gift is essential to your connection, and that's it. All I have to do is say it. Have you realized how powerful my words are as the master alchemist? All I have to do is speak it into the world. I said, I'm calling this in. A type of relationship that I've never experienced before. And a new level of my professional recognition and respect. And a realization of my innate beauty and value. Because you are beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring you down. Don't you bring me down today. They be talking hella shit. Sticks and stones, bitch. What the fuck you say? Say it to my face, bitch. Bitch, bitch. Alright, that was my manhood. Put it away. Alright, to be able to receive, what is it? The gift is essential to your continued spiritual progress, which benefits you and all beings. That's it. I have to have the man, and then we go rich and famous and save the world. To be able to receive it, some form of toxic negativity needs to be conquered, and so shall it be. Stop having sex with dead people. I haven't physically done that. Do not be afraid to affirm your right to thrive. That's it. I'm not trying to survive. I'm trying to thrive. Never mind. I don't want to sing all that, Diana Ross. Invocational ritual. Can I invocate this upon your life? Okay, then just exit the scene. Imagine, visualize, feel, or intend that you are holding a golden mala. Is that what that is? Damn, I feel like that thing's heavy. I can feel the... Does it burn smoke? What's in there? I feel it's very heavy. Do you feel that thing? You had to have strong arms back then, dude. Carrying fucking baskets, carrying shit like that. A sword. Do you know how heavy a sword is? It's very heavy. Gotta have some... Me and my fucking... Alright, I'm gonna work on that. Alright, sorry. It is made of bright yellow prayer beads stained with turmeric, a sacred healing herb. See, I knew it. This is a burning herbs. A sacred healing herb with strengthening, protective, healing properties, sacred to the goddess. The beads rest in your right hand as your left hand touches your heart. These beads are created with love and psychic energy from your heart to become a spiritual offering to the Divine Mother. Imagine each bead is now a golden, shining sun. The shining radiant light all around you, creating sacred space and shining positive, healing energy through all dimensions in all directions, for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Say the following prayer now. Golden Mother of the Shining Light, Bagala Mukhai, Pita Mabara Devi, she who wears golden yellow robes and completely halts the progress of negativity. I bow to you with gratitude from my heart. I offer you these golden mala beads of turmeric. In you, I find confidence and trust and accept that I am worthy of my divine destiny. I choose to dwell in the beauty of your blessing. May your siddhis manifest in the divine grace and fullness of the spiritual benefits of all being. Om Hrim Bagala Mukhai Swaha Haima. Alright, that sounds like a lot. Alright, let's see if I pronounced it right. Om Him Bugla Mukti. Nope, I did not at all. Oh well. Place your right hand over your heart and visualize or intend that the prayer beads are soaking into your heart chakra. Any excess golden light is pouring into the earth, where it is sent to do the most good. Finish with your hands in prayer. You have completed your ritual. Again, I can call on my higher self or any parts of the dark or light to come and do my business. I heard that in Lumen Moon's video. She's like, they didn't know how to deal with the chosen one. Well, you guys see me as an earth angel, but keep in mind, 2/3 of the angels fell. So do you see me as an angel or a demon? Whatever you choose, you're still dealing with the divine. I tell you all this time, and that's it. You'd fucked up because you just chose not to believe. It didn't mean anything to me. You chose not to know the truth. In the beginning of every single one of my videos, I have to, not to sound cool, I have to tell anybody that's coming in what they are dealing with. Wait for the fucking polygraph test. Do you talk to God? Yes. Are you the dark goddess? Yes. Let them run the test. And then what? How much dumber are you going to feel then? Somebody want to pay for this? In the essence, it doesn't matter. What do you need for you to acknowledge that I am who I am and I'm here for you as my public service is to you, to help you, empower you into enlightenment. I have to do it all the time. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. I do it every week. It wouldn't be a fucking Friday. It wouldn't be a dark night of the soul if I didn't have to walk away from, you know what I mean? And that's it. As soon as you make a new friend, then you got to walk away from them. You realize that they were only here for this time, for you to learn some difficult lessons, to heal. I would have learned more lessons hanging out with them. I didn't need to hang out with them. I just need to look back. And if not, I needed to experience it again, and that's that Mercury retrograde. You think that you've got this under control until, that old high school friend or somebody comes up and, gets you in trouble again. You blame it on them, but it's not them. It can be triggered out of anybody. But yes, they especially know how to bring out a certain side of you. One of your weakest sides that you need to heal. Mercury does this like 4 times a year, bro. At least, I think. 4 times a year, it pushes you into these places of weakness. It's made. It's made. It's Kobe. Come on, let's play some ball. Come on, Kobe. I can't beat you. I know you can't beat me. Let me see what you got. That's all it is. He knows you can't beat him. But the better you are, the harder he'll push you. It'll be good. It'll be fun. Don't you want to fucking play ball with Kobe? Just to say you did? You know you're not going to beat him. Everybody that thinks they're going to get out there thinks they're going to beat Kobe. It never happened. You're not going to beat him. But it's an honor for him to play with him. To be on the field with him. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. It's like, Mercury retrograde. We're going to, we're going to push you into your old behaviors and see if you remember how to step your way out of this shit. That's all. And then if you don't, they'll pick you up. Come on. Did you see where you made a mistake there? Trust me. They'll be back to see that part. Alright. Well, I'm going to take a pause for the cause. I'm ready for a meal of some kind. I don't know what I'm going to have. I'm hungry. I think I have some Indian food I'm going to have. Go figure. Really? Yeah, I have butter coconut chicken and fucking rice and shit. So, hey, I love you guys. I will catch you for a late night reading. We'll see what's up in the late night. But that's what it is right now. What was it? The decay? What was it? Illusions, confusions, all kinds of great shit. Cutting shit off. That's a dirty ass tongue. Hey, I love you. Laters. Bye.